What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe, Superstar Rob. Rob, wake up, Rob. Rob,
Oh,
how's it
hey,
going,
Joe.
Rob? How's it going, Rob?
Not today. No fighting today. I have to
No
preserve
energy.
all my energy. Man, oh man, it's been a crazy week. But I'm glad to be back, and the love and support that I've seen from the VV fan has been absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for the well wishes. We appreciate it, and of course, some of the we're gonna shout out in the video. Some of the stuff that came out was just insane.
Yeah.
So thank you guys all so much for all the love and support for sure.
Yeah, the Twitter was getting blown up by you guys showing Superstar. If you don't know, Rob got married yesterday. So it was a wild time. We were up really late. And today we're just kind of trying to get back some sleep, but didn't really happen, tying up some loose ends and all that. So we're both totally exhausted, but it's okay, guys. And if you're new here, don't forget, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. My voice is absolutely shot from partying with you yesterday. But you can become a superstar, get some superstar juju, and great things like getting married will happen to you in the future. Rob just had all the juju yesterday, so nothing happened to you yesterday. Rob was hoarding it all. But now, going forward, you got your opportunity. Just become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button. On top of that, you can now become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. You get a nice badge. I've been seeing rare badges out there. There are rare badge people in the chat. Under the comments.
It's
so pretty
finally
cool.
here. That's sick. Yeah, it's finally here. It was that 3 months, right?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite badges. I think it's 3 or 4 months. I don't even remember what YouTube sets it at, but that's all by them. We just put the badges in. On top of that, we have our spreadsheet. I just reposted it recently. Lets you know the probability of profiting on a drop with your given price predictions. If you saw my price predictions for the Disney princesses, I didn't factor in this huge dip, and it went way below listed, and there was a low mint run. So for me, really shocking.
They got cranked. I expected that Disney would do better than that at a listed of 40, but wow. Some of them are trading at 20, 24 gems. That's incredible. Almost.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But on top of that, we have giveaways. We did Disney mini brand giveaways, and I got a little bit on that coming up in the video. And as well, we're naming a star after someone at the end of the month. This will be a star in the month that Superstar Rob was married. Guys, think about the metadata on that star. All right. So when we get to that, guys, here is the current VIPs. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Like me and Rob, we update this list usually basically when there's, I try to do it every day, but like obviously we didn't do it today. And whenever there's a giveaway or a raffle, we make sure it's accurate. So if you are not a superstar at that raffle time, your name comes off the list, and we do the raffle with accurate data. So don't worry about us forgetting when it comes to that. That will not happen. But shout out to all of the Superstar VIPs. Comment your page down below. Maybe you moved up the page.
Oh, nice.
Be cool to see. So also Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Twitter was very fun yesterday. We posted videos there because on YouTube you can't post copyrighted music. So I just did a little quick live outside the hall there and just shouted out Rob's wedding. But on Twitter, we were doing the inside and some music, some dancing. It was fun. It was a good time. And we also saw a bunch of other great things we're going to get to. Also, on top of this, if you haven't, we have a Discord in the link below. You can go check us out on the Discord, and we're chatting in there every once in a while. And we have a PO box if you want to send us something to cover these walls. We actually haven't gone to check the PO box yet to see if anybody's mailed anything, but hopefully there'll be something and we can start decorating.
We'll get some stuff soon. I think it's coming. Yeah. It's coming.
We've heard from a few people. Also, tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will be having a little bit of a surprise for you guys. So you're going to want to have to check out that video. I'm not going to say anything more than that. On top of that, we had the Twitter. So you guys shout out Bob Sales. Great YouTube channel. Doesn't post enough. Bob, post some more. But wishing Superstar Rob, a good wedding. Congrats, bro.
Thank you, Superstar Bob Sales. Again, thank you for the well wishes.
Yes. And here he is, the man of the day. I tweeted this out in the morning at his house, and looking extra sharp, extra superstarish, and ready to go.
Oh yeah, that was in the morning again. I was surprised. Again, that's the post. Our comment section was just flying with
108
love.
Comments, mostly well wishes. Some people calling you a dweeb, but other than that,
I didn't see any of those. But for the I didn't see any of those because the VV fam is extremely supportive. They've been very, very, very kind. They've been very supportive. So Thank you
But
guys
looking
again.
like $1 million here. Looking like $1 million.
That's it, like
And
a superstar.
here was the killer of the night. We had to retweet this.
My
Rob, why
God.
don't you talk about this?
Okay, I told Omi the Clown that I was gonna mention this in the video. Omi the Clown, he is not just the Ecomi wiki wizard. He also has some skills. Look at that artwork. That this should be an NFT at this point. He should convert this to an NFT or something. Amazing, incredible job. He did a portrait of me and superstar Kate. It was incredible. He tweeted it out while we were at the wedding. We had a projector with a slideshow. I actually changed it to put that up for a little bit so that all the guests at the wedding would see this portrait. I cannot thank Omi the Clown enough for what he did. He took time out of his day to create this. It really made our day. I was so happy to see this. And again, this is just an example of how skilled the VV fam, how kind the VV fam could be, especially when we put our minds together. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. That was incredible. I appreciate it. And again, if you don't know Omi the Clown, he's the one who is behind Ecomi Wiki. Ecomi Wiki is a great website. We use it constantly. It's the only website right now that has the official API. I mean, they just recently came out with another one, but this one's been around for the longest. It's pretty well put together. You can come in here. You can see graphs of all sorts of different collectibles. These are the ones that just came out today, right? $20. We're talking about the 50% loss. You can come up. You can look up whatever you need. They have it in table format as well, the tabular format here. So lots of benefits. I think it's about 10 USD or maybe not.
Yeah, something like that, like 10 US. But I think it's British pounds. But by the time it converts, it's like around $10.
Yeah, so I know I'm paying like with the Canadian exchange, it's like close to 17 almost.
So yeah, it's a little more than in US, maybe 14 US.
That's right. So again, there it is right there.
10 British pounds.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much, Omi the Clown. Huge shout out to him. Check out Ecomi Wiki if you haven't already. If you want to get more data on collectible prices.
Yeah, he's also become quite a friend to the channel. I mean, we have a little bit of talks with him in the side, and really nice dude. Also, look like you can just tell in the picture. He writes, "Congratulations from the VV community." Doesn't even say from himself.
Yeah,
gives credit to the entire fam. He's been part of the community. He's brought this Ecomi Wiki to the community as a community member who was investing or collecting on the app. I mean, that's the best type of people to be preparing these websites, is people involved in the community because they want to see it succeed. So, he had the best interests at heart for VV. Right. We don't know anything about this VV mate. We'll see if we can learn about it and let you guys know. But if you guys have any experience with that, let us know. Nice. So shout out again, Omi the Clown. Party time. This is just one that I could post because it was like a guy singing from the wedding, a little bit of Italian music if you want to go listen to that. Really fun time. Here, I'm not going to play any of the sounds because it's all copyrighted, but this is me and Rob just hanging out. Look at that suit jacket.
Oh, that was bomb. That was fire.
He changed the suit jacket. Looks amazing.
I got a lot of compliments on that. I was making jokes previously. I said the bride, of course, is going to be beautiful. She's going to get lots of compliments, but maybe I'm going to get more when you see that. So that was a good time for sure. Another highly supportive comment section on that one as well.
Yeah, lots of good music too as well at the wedding. Here is my sister, Rob's wife. We're just hanging out. I say I got to put her in. She got a portrait of herself now, so we got to make sure that they line up. That he matched up the look, and it was spot on. Looks like to me. Yeah, looking great as well. So great time. Now, speaking of our giveaways, this wasn't our giveaway, but someone added us. Shout out to Ramo or Oramo.
He knows
the mini brands.
He knows
the mini brands, and he got Vader. And look, he said that the Vader pull was Juju, Vader and Storm, and the Stormtrooper pull. If you guys don't know, these come in like a 5-pack. You get like a ball, and it comes in like a 5-pack, and that's his 5 pulls. Which he got the Beast, awesome.
This just proves that Juju works outside of VV, so he knows we do the mini brands giveaway. Yeah, and then he pulls the Vader, and he accredits it to Juju. So it doesn't just work with VV drops, it works with anything in life.
Look at the collectibles in the background. This guy's a hardcore Star Wars fan. He gets the Star Wars pulls. Like out of all of these, he got the 2 Star Warses. So
that's amazing.
That's Juju, if I ever seen it.
Oh yeah.
And then here it is. He touched it up a little bit, Omi the Clown. Yeah. And took away all the words. And
he says he's gonna send it.
Yeah, this is one you could frame for sure. It's awesome. Yeah.
He says he's gonna send it. Thank you again.
Okay, so that was our Twitter. Now, today we had a drop. I woke up and by the time I was done getting ready, I looked at my phone. 11:01. I missed the drop.
I slept right through this. I slept
I
right through this.
I think that it was a blessing in disguise, though, for us.
Yeah, it was for the better. I mean, I can't believe it. Like I said, I have it over here. Well, I had it over here on ecomi wiki. 1 second. If we bring it back up right now, $40 listed price. There was, look at them. And what the one that's doing really, really well actually is a secret rare, but not even like we're used to secret rares doing Ariel.
Yeah,
Here's a
that's
secret
where
rare
I
right
thought it
here.
would be.
Landed at 118 gems. Then this is a Disney collectible right here. Like they usually do way better on the app.
Jasmine's
And
right at retail. Wow.
ultra rare at retail. Snow White, the uncommon at 20 gems. So and then Cinderella, which is why Cinderella's at 24. Just
that was my favorite one. I might go scoop that.
It's pretty sick. But
That's
like
my favorite one.
this is just a good segue, which we'll get into a little bit later on our why we're making today's video. But that just goes to show you the kind of market we're in right now.
Yep. It's like buy what you like kind of thing because you probably aren't going to be happy with anything other than that. The good thing about Veve is you can use your stuff. So, okay, another thing that happened today, and I think you got some more info on this as well, but we found out the closing price on the David Warhol.
Yeah. I don't know if this is confirmed yet, though. So if I pull my screen back up, it says here, if you go to the store tab and you click the artwork and you can go to it, it says that the winner is Darley77 and he paid $40,000. Now, I don't know because they said in one of the AMAs, they said that they would send emails out to all the people who bid, maybe the top 5. And if someone couldn't come up with the money, they would go to the next. So I don't know if this is actually he's now paid, it's official, it's his, or if he's just the leading bid. But wow, 40,000. When we talk about the market conditions, we say how the market's not doing too well. This just goes to show you, though, the belief and faith that people still have in Veve. If they were willing to drop 40,000 gems, that's big, big money right now for the first ever one-of-one artwork on Veve. So Darley77, man, this guy, he must have an extremely vested interest. And if you actually click his name, okay, you'll see that he's been a member since April 20th, 2021. Obviously, he's an OG. Yeah. Been around for a while, so he's probably done very well on this project from the beginning. He probably made a lot of money in the January pump, and he decided that he's going to give it back to have an opportunity to meet David Yu.
And those things where it shows collectibles, that's not accurate on the web app. That could be just whatever he's showing off on his home screen there or his profile page. Being in since April, you got to think it's probably a little bit higher, those numbers. Yeah. The one thing I wonder is if first of all, if he listed it, and what happens if he sells it before the meeting?
I don't know. Does he even get it? I don't know.
Do you get it, or is it whoever's holding it at the time of the dinner? Like that's another thing I was always wondering.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because is he even allowed to sell it yet, or is it just going to be in his wallet that
Why wouldn't he be able to sell it? I don't know.
I don't know. Does he win? And that's a good point. Does he win the utility? Right? Does he win the utility now, or is it if he sells it now, someone else gets that utility?
Yeah, does it transfer with it?
Yeah, it's a
good question. A good question because I think other future utilities for other things would transfer. So this one probably would transfer as well, right?
It should.
Anyway, okay, we got another one coming. This one has utility of a physical. So that's another thing. Like if you win this and then you sell the NFT, do you also technically sell the physical, or does the person who wins the closing bid get the physical?
Yeah, it says right here, bonus utility. Winner of the auction also receives the one and only 16-inch by 20-inch. What is that? Gisli fine art print, hand
so it
embellished.
Says winner of the auction. Winner of the auction. So it doesn't matter if you trade the NFT, I guess.
Yeah, and signed by Brian Viveros. Anyways, another one-on-one. This is the second one. I wonder, what do you think your price prediction on this one here?
Significantly lower, under 5,000.
But it would be the first ever you get the physical with the digital. Like obviously, David Warhol is the first ever in general. But this is going to be the first ever you actually get the physical collectible. People might want to give that a premium now because you're basically buying another piece of history here.
It's harder to show off the physical that way. Like it's you can't. The thing with these, you can't really show off the utility. Like maybe with David Yu, who knows if you're even allowed to take pictures there? Like it's I'm sure he'd be open to it, but I don't know. I think this app is meant to be a digital collectible app, and anything else you get is gravy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the other thing coming out, we got another drop. It looks Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. I know nothing about this. I don't even know who Titania is. I don't know if you do.
No, I actually don't. Secret Wars is coming up though. That's come. I think Secret Wars is coming up in the MCU soon. Yeah, like I'm gonna pull up VV rank right now. Let's see if they have it.
They
No,
got Wolverine and Spider-Man on the cover. Looks so X-Men
yeah.
and Spider-Man characters. I don't know anything about this. Comic book consultants are going to have to let us know in the comments, and we'll talk about it as we lead up to this draw.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds good because VV rank they haven't looked at it yet.
Okay, so why don't we talk about the title, because I'm sure that's a reason why a lot of people have clicked here. Rob, why should we want our collectibles to go to zero?
It's very fitting. We talked about this days ago. I've been very busy, so we haven't had a chance to actually do the video. It's kind of worked out because it gave the market to do exactly what we wanted to talk about, which is to continue to trend downward. So a lot of people, I mean, they're very invested in the project. They've put a lot of money into the project. I would say many are maybe over leveraged. If it's going down and you're freaking out, you're probably a little bit over leveraged and puts you in a position where you feel the need to sell because of that. But there is a lot of advantages with VV prices trending down to zero. Okay, so the point is that the product right now is the best on the market. I really don't know where else you can find premium products like this. You have the AR functionality, and because they have a good product and no other competitor has really come in and taken the reins, people will come and buy from the app. As long as they put out a good product that can compete in the wider market of NFTs, people will come and put in money into this app. And right now, we know that the multiples on the floors are very, very high. We've talked about this extensively for months. I think we did our first video probably back in March or April, where we talked about how the floors are just another level multiples higher than the amount of gems in app. So with that being said, you're going to probably have prices going down just because who's going to sustain these floors, right? So there's great opportunity where maybe because we're early, we're going to have an opportunity to start picking up some serious grails at very low prices so that when the inevitable hype wave comes again, we might be able to take advantage of that. What do you think?
I think you nailed pretty much most of it, but this is where you see, I guess this is where the word diamond hands comes in. People who have bought and hold. This is proving who believes in the project long term. Yeah. It's about belief now. But the good thing that they have with VV here that you don't have with a lot of other coins or stocks or whatever, when there's a crash, you can't do anything with that stuff. Like I could still take AR photos with my stuff here.
Yeah.
If I'm buying things that I like and I can put them in the background of photos, I still have that utility forever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I bought in at this price or whatever. If I'm holding it, I'm holding it. I mean, to have a partner statue, we've seen it go as low as I think 3,500 today, which is wild, right? Wild. But right now we're sitting at 4,300.
There you go.
And a couple days ago we were at 5,500. So it's been a really, really rapid decline.
Well, I thought I saw photos of people listing this at 3.5, and then someone swept it up.
Yeah.
Right. So that is just showing. I mean, you can only do so much. The demand's just not there. And I want to show one other thing, Joe. Yeah. Take a look at Vader. The Emperor's Fist, under 1,000. I mean, this is in really, really, really good news. Like it is not something to be sad about, because if you already have one, it might get cheap enough that you can buy another, and if you don't have one, it might get cheap enough that you can now enter. And with the macroeconomic conditions the way that they are, there's really no end in sight here in terms of the price movement going down.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Right? People don't have the money right now to be pumping into these things. And we did other videos in the past, right? We talked about this before, that usually the high-end market, we talk about Rolex watches, for example. We talk about, elite luxury cars. Sometimes those are the first things to go when you enter tough times in the macroeconomic level. People don't want to spend their money on that because they don't have a lot of available income. They need it for other things. So we're seeing that right now, I think, in the VV world, where prices are trending down. And this is opportunity for many of us. If you believe in the project long term, you see that right now that it's tough to find any competition. Obviously, if it does actually go to zero, we might have a bigger problem on our hands, because that, maybe at that point it's like, okay, VV actually has failed, but they're not. They continue to pound out quality products. They haven't laid off any of their team members, which Reese talked about in our AMA with him. So the company, from a financial perspective, is still very healthy. So there's really no reason to be concerned from that front. Let's be happy that prices are coming down so that we can maybe buy some more collectibles.
Yeah, exactly. So you have opportunity here. We've said it before as well that the macroeconomic conditions are going to guide this. I know that the collectible market in general doesn't always follow. We heard that from toy shop owners in the past. Shout out Rob Stuff. And that's true. Things they don't follow the general trend, but I don't think that this can be considered a comparable to the collectible market just yet. I don't think that it has enough backing, enough proof of concept. It hasn't been around long enough. It's speculative. Collectibles in the real world, they're real life. You touch them, you know what you're getting. It's you buy it, you're getting this. Here, we don't know the future utility. We don't know how it will apply in the future. It's a lot of speculation. As we heard with the gamification of the Marvel Mighties, that was one of the big questions that we asked Reese, and he didn't say no. He said it's pure speculation, anything we talk about when it comes to gamification, but it would be really difficult to remodel these things. It could be done, so it could always happen, but it's just the fact that we are dealing with such a speculative asset. Speculative assets are, in general, and you can even see it in the stock market, penny stocks. If you're going to go into these types of investments, when you have a market crash, in general market macro conditions, everything's crashing, these are the first ones that will tank or fall off. So that's what we're seeing here, because that's exactly what this is, speculative. Having a Charizard, whatever, first edition, that's not really speculative. You know what you have. It is what it is. It's always going to be that.
It's more tried and true. So even though collectible markets in the physical world may have a different, people were talking about alternative investing, buying art. So where the stock market went down, buying art, maybe art went up, but that's a tried and true method. It's been proven, buying an actual piece of art as an investment. People have been very successful doing that. Same with NFTs, but it's just a newer market that may not necessarily follow that trend. I find that it follows the NFT market and the crypto market more so than anything right now. It's not following the collectible market, these collectibles. They're following like a crypto market, which is pretty much following the stock market. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I did pull up the Google Trends already, Joe. I don't know if you were looking at that.
No, I was just checking out Bitcoin's price because I don't think it's following Bitcoin.
Let's see. I'll pull it up. Yeah, 21,455.
I don't think it's following Bitcoin. Bitcoin's hung around for a bit, and this stuff's just crashed in the last week.
The crash that we just witnessed is very small in comparison to the wider long term.
Overall,
we know that Bitcoin was over 50,000 at one point. This is more than a 50% drop. We've seen those glorious drops on VV as well. And take a look at the traffic here. The Google Trends, we saw that little bump, and people were like, "Oh, look at that little bump. Maybe people are going to come." No, they're not coming to the app.
AF15.
There needs to be more time. AF15 brought a few new users. We are at one of the lowest traffics right now on Google for VV.
We know that VV, they are blessing us with these drops. When we got AF15, that was the big question. Another big question we asked recently at AMA is, was this done on purpose not to have marketing? He pretty much said yes. It was done to help the people who are in the app. And we do know that number of active users is low right now. I think it's like sub 5,000. Yeah. Right now, at least on a daily basis. I don't know. I think that's like how many people have been actively trading that you can track through Immutascan.
Yeah.
And I think it's less than that, but it's the time right now. And we're looking at the numbers. We're watching Gewalt's and Todd's and we're happy when they go down. We want it to go down. You should want it to go down because, like Rob said, it's going to let you have it's going to give you an advantage of being here so early before everything's been settled. Everyone complaining. I seen it on Twitter today. You're complaining you want MCP, you want this. These guys just brought out MTL. They spent a long time coming out with MTL, longer than they told you guys, which is not a good thing. I mean, you want to stick to timelines if you're going to tell people timelines. And it seems that the last few timelines that they've given out have been met. They did say MCP is a Q3 priority on top of metadata, which I'm curious to see. I don't know if metadata is anything to do with the VMate. I haven't been on that app yet.
Maybe.
But I wanna just say, like, you have opportunity now before things are where they got to be. I'm sure you don't have all the money that you would like to have in the app, like 90% of the people on this app. So why rush it? If like you want to be everyone wants to be a millionaire in like a week. It's not like that. That's not how it works.
Unless I mean, maybe the people complaining already are up quite a bit and they want to cash out and they're losing their value. But I think most people in the app right now are sticking for the long term, right?
Cash out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that are here right now in this bear market, they're looking long term. They're not necessarily looking for tomorrow for a quick flip. Yeah. So they can all benefit, even though it sucks. It sucks from if your perspective is you look at your vault value and it goes down. but it doesn't really suck because it gives you more opportunity and more options.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to make this video, just to say there might be actually, you know, an upside to this. And it was no different than when the pandemic hit. I remember, I'll never forget.
That was a good time.
The pandemic,
the stocks
got tanked, and I'll never forget. It was actually my mother who came to me and she said that you know, some of her shares were destroyed. I said, "Why do you care? You know, you're using it for dividends. You can now buy more since you're buying them every single week, every 2 weeks you're buying them. You can now buy even more shares, which is only going to accelerate your retirement." So it's kind of the same idea. You're only going to be able to buy more collectibles, which is only going to accelerate the size of your collection, so that on that next hype wave that we might see again one day when the trends pick up, you can capitalize even more. If you're sticking around, if you walk away from the app, never come back, you might miss that hype wave. But as of now, like we said, probably more downtrends in store for us.
Yeah, this is basically the crypto pro strategy. Just keep accumulating what you can when you can, or whatever you want. Not financial advice, but like we said, this can go to zero. It'll depend on macros and how long Veve can hang around in this bear cycle. Hopefully, I think they're doing fine. Like you mentioned, they haven't had to lay anyone off. They've been hiring people. That's a good sign when you're in a bear market. So I think that's it, Rob. I don't think I got anything else.
No, I got nothing else. So guys, let us know what you think about today's video. We would love to hear from you because we talked about a lot. Are you happy that collectible prices are going down, or do you prefer that they actually go up because you're ready to capitalize on those games? I think many people are actually in the ladder. They just don't realize it yet. But I think most people watching might actually prefer the prices to go down, even at the expense of their own wallets, because they can get more. So, Joe, what do you got for us?
Yeah. So we've got. Oh, we had this one before. We got an Anna again.
Nice.
From Frozen.
Nice.
So
I like that.
That's the second one. I think one of them might have been picked. I got to double check.
Nice.
But
that's sick.
Yeah, that's another one. A big IP.
Yeah,
like
beautiful.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you become a superstar. You smash the subscribe button. Join the superstar fam. We want to hear from you. Respond to every single comment. I'm a little bit behind right now. Comment below. I'll catch up. Don't worry. Make sure you hit the bell button because you never know what we're going to hit you with. And now you can also become a superstar VIP. Now we're seeing some of those rare stars. Get these cool stars beside your name when you comment. You can get our probability spreadsheet. We'll advertise for you if you want to try to sell something. We keep wanting to bring as much utility as possible to you. And then the month is near. We're going to name a star in the universe somewhere over another superstar winner.
We got stuff tomorrow coming. Something's coming tomorrow.
So a surprise is coming tomorrow. So thank you all so much for watching. We will see you on the next one. Take care.
Going to bed. Love you. Bye.